What's going on? Hope you guys had a good Easter if you celebrate that. If you don't celebrate that, I hope you had a good weed. So I'm on the way to the shop, and it looks like today is the day of reckoning because I got my downpipe in. It's not a downpipe, it's just a straight section, but we're gonna make it into a downpipe. So yeah, I guess today we'll decide that my pipe will go out the damn back. All right, I'll see you guys at the shop. I've had enough. خمسة يا حمار والله you do us wrong. If you know, you know, okay? Anyway, it's a friggin' masterpiece of mine, you know? You gotta do some things. Shit literally looks like it's like getting rusty just from sitting here. Yeah. I saw one of Cletus's videos that Precision now makes a turbo with a stainless housing, which I think is like fucking sick because it won't rust. Rust sucks, you know? Stainless housings, why haven't they been doing it? You know, I know it's expensive, more expensive, but just a cast piece of damn steel. It can't be that bad, you know? Anyways, we're gonna, you know, before I do anything, I need to sort my shit out. I need to clean up a little bit, and yeah, I gotta like the shit in the back. It's just I don't like it. I'll get back to you guys in a second when this is not disgusting. Oh. Yes, very nice. Here's the reveal. Sweet. $40 on mint. 3.5 inch downpipe, and it'll go just like this out my bumper, the front bumper. So I mean, I looked it up, and some people say, you know, 3.5 inch. So most people said 3.5 inch. So I bought 3.5 inch V-bands, and they're the wrong freaking size, so I can't use them now, which is junk and whack. Alright, so on second mock-up, Ronnie's here by the way, but on second mock-up, the fan touches the crossover pipe over here, which is, you know, to be expected. I said that I'm gonna probably have to move the fans to the front, and I don't know. I'm gonna take this off and try it again, see if I can still use this radiator. This has to be chop and brought over here though. That's one thing. Okay, that's over there also. Yeah, but this will work. That's not a stock radiator, but it's freaking 350Z radiator, 3-core Megan radiator. So it's a little tight down there, right? So now is the hard part, because I have to figure out where this is gonna go. I know this is far enough away, so I can actually just put a 90, come up, and then to that. But the downpipe has to do something, and then I have to put 2 wastegates in here somehow. Okay, now the real test. So I have the hood propped up. A lot of people are like, hey dude, doesn't look like it's gonna fit. I said it probably will because there's a pocket. So I guess we will see. Oh yeah. I gotta fix that friggin' thing in the back over there, but what the fuck are we rubbing on? Oh, I just think I gotta tighten one of them more, but we're not hitting. We're mint. I'd like to see. I wonder if I can like prop this up underneath here. Oh, we got mad room. We got like a friggin' fist between the hood, a sideways fist, in between the hood and the turbo, hot side, whatever. Yeah, so that's good. Alright, so I'm a little overwhelmed, you know, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna try to keep pushing forward here. So, I think I'm just gonna make like, I'll probably make 10 pie cuts. I'm gonna make 10 3.5 inch pie cuts, and we'll go from there. What I think I'm gonna do is cut this off of this turbo, this weird like 3.25 inch, so I can use this and not have wasted money. So I could just weld this onto here like so, and I'll have, because it's a 3.25 inch opening, but I'm gonna use a 3.5 inch downpipe for EGT's sake. I don't know how much it'll save me, but I'm not gonna use a 4 inch. I probably could, but I'm not gonna do that. And 3.5 inch isn't much smaller than the 4. Obviously, it's ½ inch smaller diameter. You know, the freaking, yeah. Shout out Nabil, had to go to his work, get some burgers. As dude said, I have strong beanies. Very good. Fringy fry. Fringy fry. Ronnie has burger. Okay, well I'm gonna cut this V-band off the turbo. Man with the damage you hammered in. Works for me. Nothing sticking out. We're mid. Okay, now I just have to bolt this back up how it was, which is actually pretty damn close. Yes, and I'll bolt this back up, and I'll start tacking the pie cuts where I need them. Okay, so yeah, so I got, you guys saw, or I've been all over the place. AJ and Trevor stopped by, but I got the V-band on there. Basically, it just needs to, you know, you'll. Here's a quick idea before I start welding again, but this is what I got so far. Like I said, these pie cuts ain't perfect, alright, but they're pie cuts nonetheless, and I'm going to weld them now. Alright, so that's that. I don't care. I know you guys are telling me to try to run full bead. It's a lot harder, and I burned through this shit. I can't get the welder to do it. So this is the safest way. Uses the least wire and gas. That's why I do it this way. And I think it looks pretty decent. So I'm gonna do it this way. Okay? Alright, let me go fit this up. Okay, so I think that looks pretty freaking badass if I don't say so myself. If I do say so myself, matter of fact. But, boom. Alright, so that's what I'm working with. As you can see, tensioner wouldn't work there, but got room for the coolant thingy. Like I said, everything will be heat wrapped. As much as I'd love to leave it like this, because I actually really like the look of that. Like, I think that looks sick. But anyways. What I'm going to do now is kind of annoying because I have to take the hood back off. And take the front end back off, which this is no problem. The hood's just annoying by myself, but just gotta take these 2 bolts out, take this back off, and then I can start making the pipe that goes back. So I'm gonna do that. Alright, so I completely 100% guessed on the length of this, and it looks like it's gonna be perfect. So, what do? You guys are ready? It's not really too hard to figure out what we do. So, 2 pie cuts. A link that'll go back there. This is gonna be a bitch. You guys can't even see, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, you guys get it. It's gonna have to go above the motor mount. Oh man, what do I get myself into, you know? Okay, so I got the 2 down here, and now I'm gonna have to measure from here to the pipe right there. So this is gonna go this way and then that way. Probably 1 pie cut in the middle just to make it. I'm gonna cut them straight and then use a pie cut so it's not like such a harsh, like, not that it really would matter, but I don't want it to look like that shitty, you know? Alright, that is 1 foot. So I'm gonna do 1 pie cut and another foot section. This should be just enough to make the downpipe go to where it's gonna connect to the rest of the exhaust. There's gonna be 1 more pie cut, 1 foot, and then I'll have probably this much left over. Hopefully it makes it. Alright, well that's all the 3.5 inch pipe I got, so we make this work, hopefully. Let's hope I can do it. I'm gonna get to doing this. I'm not gonna film everything. I know you guys don't want to see all this horrible welding, so I will be back to you guys in a second. Oh god, my back is absolutely killing me, but that is one 350Z LS swap GT45 3.5-inch downpipe out the damn back. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna get cocky right now because I didn't go try it. Who knows? Maybe it decided to not fit as I was welding it. But I did tack it like probably 10 times on each pipe, like separately, or each cut, I should say. But let's see if we can do this with one hand and then maybe a knee. That goes. Yeah, I got it. All right, let's see if I could. Yeah, there it goes. It fits. Let me put the V-band on and show you guys how I did it. I am ecstatic about this. Yeah, the wastegate placement's gonna be kind of shit. The crossover pipe, the wastegate on that pipe's not gonna be a problem. That's gonna be easy stuff. The wastegate that's gonna have to go on this pipe is gonna be shit. I don't know where the hell I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it somewhere. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. This is what it looks like from the front, and I didn't take my oil filter relocation lines out or anything yet. So just imagine it without that there, but this is what the front of the engine looks like. There we go. So, let me explain what we have going on here. About 35 pie cuts. Oh God, I've never done these before, but I kind of like them. It's a lot of work. But it's a lot better than using mandrel bends if you're in a tight spot, because you can put them wherever you want, make the pipe go whatever way you want, and it'll still have flow. Yes, these are a lot bigger than typically like some like weld porn guy would like use. They use like the little ones, and it'll be a perfect like curve. But I don't have a TIG welder, nor do I know how to TIG weld, so starting this project and trying to finish it and learning to TIG weld in the middle, probably not the best idea. Also, I have no experience with it, so MIG it is. And these 12-degree cuts are, I like them. So I think they look cool, but here you go. So to recap, this is pretty much the entire front exhaust system. I'm gonna take a look underneath there, and if I can fit a 3.5-inch full pipe to the back, I will. If I have to go down to 3, that's not a problem. Focus. All right. You can see light in between the starter and the pipe, so that's good. My starter has heat wrap on it anyway, or foil, whatever. Like I said, those wires got to move, but let me see if I can get a good angle of where that is. All right. There's your downpipe all the way to the back, or there's my downpipe all the way to the back. Pretty damn psyched on that. We got a good amount of clearance too. Nothing's hitting anything. Motor mount's clear. I don't know if you can see that up there. Alright, well, I'm going to put the front of the car back on for shits, because I just want to see, you know, what it looks like. I mean, we kind of have an idea. And you know, I see a lot of people asking about the oil drain. We're going to make a hard line that's going to go down, kind of hug the frame over here, and then underneath the flange is going to kind of just go this way in between the exhaust and then into that right there on the oil pan, this little thing you can see right here. The soft line's out of the question, but hard line will work fine. It'll be heat wrapped as well. All right, so a little coolant. It's okay. Apparently the radiator still got stuff in it, but we got some clearance. Don't worry about that. I explained this a couple times. It's getting moved over here. But look at that, dude. No fan shroud, and we got some freaking clearance. So that means all I gotta do is put the fans in the front, intercooler in front of those, plenty of room right here, mount it up to this stock bar, make a tensioner, drill these out a little bit closer so the power steering pump's closer in. Like I said, move this here so it goes boom boom. Put a 90 on the bottom so it comes up. Hose will run along the radiator and then up into so, like here. Like so into here. Whatever. You guys get the deal. Yeah. going pretty damn good. I like the pace of this. Hopefully it doesn't slow down, and if it does, just know it'll pick back up. Because this is something I've wanted to do for a while, and something I wanted to do by myself, not using any off-the-shelf parts. Obviously, besides, you know, the turbo, wastegate, but this entire manifold and exhaust system is completely made by me. I can say that. That's a good feeling. I made this entire turbo kit, and yeah, it's going to be pretty sweet. With the help of Ronnie and some freaking TIG welding on the radiator there, it's going to freaking go pretty dope. Leave down in the comments, what do you how do you think? Do you think that this was going to end up like this? Or did you say, no way, hell no, there's no way he's getting it through the back. People with Z's don't do that for a reason. Because that was my motivation. No one does it, so I was like, okay. I've seen people do it, but they usually cut all of this out so the downpipe goes over the strut tower. Which, you know, I didn't want to do. I wanted to make it very serviceable. Like I said, all of this comes out. You saw me freaking position it in place with one hand. Simplicity, but it's not simplicity. It's mostly just a big, giant pain in the ass. But I'm sacrificing my sanity now so that later, if I have to work on it, it's a breeze. So that's the whole thing, you know? But yeah, I don't know. It's pretty good though. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave down in the comments what you think. Have any suggestions? Have any parts I might need laying around? Let me know. Like I said, look for one LS2 coil pack, but I will see you guys next time. Freaking peace out.